Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Gabby, interior designer, and I am doing Gabby Reviews Live where I am reviewing Made by Design. This episode, we're talking with, who is it? Car designer, Dapo Akintunde. I hope I said that correctly. And this is episode 3. I have a few more spices that I need to put in my little new spice jars. Here's the rack. I'm getting it all set up. We're almost done. Here are the stickers that go on the outside. I'll put the link in the bio if you'd like to get a copy for yourself. Or a set for yourself. But yes, I am reviewing while I organize in my home, which is doing my spices today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Episode 3. Here we go. What's happening? Hold on. Start over. There we go.
Architecture and car design, there are different specialties of design.
Car design. Oh.
The main thing between them and design is all about making things work for people.
Car design. Interesting. Design is about making things work for people. Hey,
our design process
I hear you.
Has been really trained to look at the problem and then give form to that problem. Like I said, I went to the first car design school on earth, I'm not just saying that because whatever school you go to, that's the school you go to for the masters. The important thing I'm bringing to for car design for Nigeria, the cars I'm making here, is that I'm making them for here. The cars that they bring in from China, from Japan, they don't work for here. Lagos is where.
So he's trying to make a car specifically for Nigeria.
To design that car, you have to live in Lagos for a long time. You have to live.
He's in Lagos too. Lagos.
Do you understand? So when you make the car, like I said, it needs to be desired. It's very important. My name is Dapo Akintunde, and I'm a registered architect and a car designer.
He's a registered architect.
I came to.
I decided to do car design, which I believe is industrial design.
I went to 2 years after school. Academy, and it's always interested in growing cars.
He has these beautiful watercolors that he uses and his art of the car design.
Got so good. I got my 5 credits in relevant subjects that allowed me to do art for a year at Lacoste Tech. Did art for a year in Lacoste Tech. But I quickly found out that that's not what I wanted to do. So, I'm an industrial designer, design for industry, design things. And the teacher,
so yes, he confirmed he's a industrial designer. He got his architect's license. He started doing that, realized that's not what I want to do.
Your art. You have very good ideas, but you're too lazy to do them. So
the art is what he loves.
Nearest state to industrial design is architecture. So I'd like to really learn architecture. I don't think you are architecture. It's fantastic vision. Did architecture, got distinction, but once again, I wasn't interested in anything design. And it came naturally, it came effortlessly. But before you in London, the Royal College of Art, and I got in immediately. I didn't even know it was the best school of design in the world. It took about, out of thousands and thousands of portfolios, it took 65 for interview. I took 12 people into the class, 12, and I was one of the 12. I was the second black guy ever in the school. And I did 2 years there. It was incredible. Teachers there, of course, these are geniuses. But like once again, who I learned the most from were my fellow students, and all of them are captains in the industry.
So he learned the most from his colleagues, other people,
for a few architectural firms,
and how he grew.
I worked for design consultancies. We're designing, we're consulting.
You work for two architecture firms, and then car design firms.
Another one called AK. Also, for the car
He's speaking so low. I'm surprised they didn't adjust this with this music that's in the background.
concepts and computer modeling. My strength was in conceptual design. I'm an ideas guy, like
His strength is in conceptual design. I see.
I only did architecture because there was no car design.
And that's hard for a lot of people.
Done car design for weeks. And in Europe, all the guys there that I went to school had affiliations with car industry since age 6, 7. In architecture and car design, there are different specialties of design. Design is still the main thing between them, and design is all about making things work for people. If I design a house, is how to make it work for people, and making it work of many things, not just making it functional. It's making it work in how I make the ventilation work, how I make the entering, how I make the space work. Can you take chair? Can you not take chair? And the same things for cars. The important thing I'm bringing for car design for Nigeria and cars I'm making here is that I'm making them for here. The cars that we bring in from China, from Japan, they don't work for here. The greatest cost on energy that man has done is air conditioning. It's the single greatest cost. Air conditioning accounts for like 80% of energy use. 80. The whole 80.
Air conditioning accounts for about 80% of the energy that you use. I did not know that.
Over there it's heating, so it's cold. Over here where it's hot, it's cooling. So our houses here have to be designed for cooling.
So everything has to be designed for cooling. So he wants to create cars that are designed for that as well.
So my scholarship is
how to do that.
So my car approaches cooling because it doesn't really have huge size.
I see. I mean, he's basically trying to create a car brand in Nigeria.
And give it downforce. So air goes through there, cools the brakes, gives it downforce. Here as well. I put big vents here, and here. Because the engine, this is a petrol engine, and needs a lot of cooling.
So I'm not like huge into cars.
Position. It's one of the most
so I don't find the love of this like I would, space. However,
even how do you handle cooling devices? You see all the houses in Nigeria with a big cooling air conditioning condenser outside.
I can appreciate his design thought. If air conditioning takes up 80% of the energy that you use, and
take care of those things, and that's design.
Cars that are made in other countries really don't help because Nigeria is hot, and cooling is a big part of being able to live in Nigeria. And creating a car that has a natural cooling system absolutely would change the game.
I have many mentors.
Absolutely would change the game.
My earliest art mentor was a great artist called VG, the cartoonist. My earliest art mentor. In architecture, like I said, Professor Radion, Mr. Igwe, Professor Igwe, great mentor to me. Professor Radion, great inspiration. My real overall inspiration is Fela. Because Fela's journey is very similar to mine. Fela had to.
Fela, I don't know he's talking about the people who are mentors for him. I don't know the people, but
he had to create a voice that young people could follow on from. And you have people winning Grammys using the foundation.
This is very introspective. I really am enjoying this.
I'm a big fan of Oitu Alatishe. So I have so many mentors. And my inspiration, my kids. He inspired me a lot. You know.
Listen, kids are a lot of people's inspiration, and I am not mad. I am not mad one bit.
Sketches and it's a very dynamic style. Everything looks like it's moving, you know. So my architecture looks as if it's very dynamic. You know, there's a dynamism about it. My cars, you know, they look as if they're moving. And even if you look at the chair you're sitting on, you know, it looks as if it's in motion. You know, so that's my personal style.
So his design style is moving.
You know, although it's static.
That view of movement.
You know, when I used to draw people in art school, they say, "Oh my God, look at they are running." You know, so that's my style. The AIV now turned to the AUV. AIV was an Africa Ideal Vehicle. That was the non-working prototype, and it was the African Ideal Vehicle because it was the first car in the history of our cars.
It kind of looks like an off-roader, like a Land Rover.
The car had to address Africans the same way African people
or like those like open Jeeps. Again, I'm not into cars, so I don't know what this stuff is called.
Cars. So taking it into the working prototype, we changed that idealism, you know, because that one was a non-working prototype, an ideal situation. So now we're making a working prototype that has to work on the road, you know. So we changed it to the AUV, which is the African Utility Vehicle. So it has to work, it has to be utilized.
AUV, African Utility Vehicle.
So 9 of you guys will fit conveniently in this car. This back.
He made it big enough so 9 people can fit in the car.
It becomes a huge payload area, almost a big up, because when we bring this down, it also extends the car, you know. Has our utility value and purpose in the society. So what was the main importance of that purpose? That it should be strong. It handles climate and it handles the protection of the person using the car. So that's why it's called the African Utility Vehicle.
African Utility Vehicle. I'm not mad at it.
About taking it from the problem, giving it form, and taking it to freak again to.
I'm not mad at it.
So it's a lot of sketching.
A lot of sketching.
Process, a lot of
that's everybody's design process. It starts with a whole lot of sketching.
Finally, coming up to cardboard models, computer models, foam models, you know. I model a lot. That's my training. Let me say something very important. 21st century design is not a one-man show. The AUV was sponsored by members of the PC. You understand? There are 14 guys. Yeah.
He got 14 people helping him on this car.
You understand? These guys have money that they should be using to do parties, stuff like that, to be putting this project.
I mean, they helped him pay for this.
And they've been doing that for a long time. You understand? They've been doing that ever since I came to Nigeria. It was Ade Shokubi that said, Dapo, you have to all these cars you are drawing.
So he's not from Nigeria? I'm lost.
And he said that in like 2008. You know,
I missed the part. We talked about where he was from.
Lord Son, call him Lord Son, his name is Sunday Aquarium. You know, I saw him around Fagoma Bridge driving his own car that they had done. So when they're saying people in Nigeria are designing cars, somebody is the one to do the first supercar, no. So Azuka came later on.
Got me.
He's Azuka is a great guy. You understand? He came later on and he had other things to do. So he stopped working with us in December 2019. January 2020. You understand? When we started the AV. So we didn't really have much AV. You understand? But like we can't discount countenance is collaboration. It's not just collaboration.
So he's also paying tribute to somebody who started with them in the project but couldn't continue on. So, he's not forgetting about the people who helped him to bring this to fruition.
She could still send me a car. You get my point? If it wasn't for the shot, I would not be in Nigeria. I would have gone back designing 23rd, maybe 23rd century things in England. Do you understand?
So he was in England. So I'm curious if everybody has had some ties to England, and this is how this thing became
I design houses,
published and stuff.
I design furniture as well.
He also designs houses and furniture.
Fixtures.
Hmm.
Design for Guinness.
Interesting.
Take it to an advertising agency, ask them to do three-dimensional design for it. There's one like dispensing Guinness in shops, dispensing PZ products, imperial leather, all those things, shelf ledgers and other retail items. I was group design director for Design Union, a large architectural firm for 8 years. And I worked on various projects there. So since I've done on my own, I've done a whole estate for Safe Trust. I've done various residential projects for clients.
He's done residential projects?
I've done a lot of stuff for office because I did like this renovation, refurbishment for Sahara. So if you look at Oba Akintunde, that's my design. That's one at Oba Akintunde. And wherever you see that design across Lagos, because they use it as the corporate, that's my design. So yeah,
so he's listed as a car designer and artist, but what I can tell, his car design is still in its early stages, and he's done most of his work in architecture.
You have to teach design, because in America, where all these things took fire, you understand, caught fire, they have a culture of design. There's a special anecdote of Steve Jobs doing graphic design, and that's why graphic design of the Apple was very well advanced. So I teach industrial design, and
he teaches industrial design.
To teach, wherever I teach, I try to reorientate their culture. You can't teach design devoid of society. If I design a car, at least you go on the road. I'm stopping the roads from being flat. Human intervention. I can't remember. Okay, like I told you, I won an award in England to do the film school. So the sponsorship, and the Royal College Bar, I won the External Examiners Award for conceptual thinking.
Oh, he won an award for conceptual design or conceptual thinking.
Of the year, and that concept was the car for Africa. Research, picking up ideas about Africa that nobody else has seen. Do you understand? And in Unilag, I got a distinction, so that was an award in itself, and I've always won that. There's a award in the Valuva Award for rendering. I won that one too. And I came second in the Rolls Royce of the Future design competition.
Rolls Royce of the Future design competition.
In Nigeria, who awards people for doing the first design car in Nigeria? Who does an award for that in Nigeria? So I think we're probably a little bit ahead of the curve for Nigeria's award. My own personal style is that I like to think that me being around things is a makes me very down to earth. I want to be me. I don't want to say
Want to
something
be
that
me. I'm not mad at
I
that.
can't accept. If you don't take it well, if you take it well, you understand? And that makes everybody very relaxed towards me. They can come, honestly, everybody comes to me with their secrets and their problems, you know? They don't even come to me for money. They say, how do we do this? Because they know that I'll tell them the most honest and basic down to earth way. My life philosophy is that do what you I believe everybody has come to do something, you know.
Do what you want to do.
In my class at JRC, everybody was chosen because they had come to design house, you know. And we had a lecture called the humanities lecture where we did art and architecture history. You understand? And the philosophy around art. You know. And all the car design guys were drawing cars. Yeah. So one day I asked the lecturer that in Nigeria, if we go for this kind of lecture, everybody's drawing. The lecturer will be angry that we're not listening. The lecturer will tell me that you know how many generations of car designers have trained. You've all been the same. You've all so I can't tell you not because I know that that's who you are. So that's my philosophy.
They are designing cars. I think he really enjoys teaching from what I can see from him. He like smiles and being able to challenge his students.
To be able to design that car,
I think he really enjoys it.
For a long time. You have to live in Lagos on every level. Do you understand? So when you make the car, like I said, it needs to be desired. It's very important. Do you understand?
Making a car that is desired is very important. I'm not mad at that. Cannot disagree.
You have to be in there with people. Do you understand? So that when we make our cars, we make them for the people so that they buy them. Do you get my point?
Make the cars for the people so the people will buy them. That's what design is. Making it for the people so the people get it.
Do you understand? 100% of the people working on our cars are all Nigerians. I wake up and I give thanks to God for waking up. And I come out and start to plan for the day, listen to the news. I particularly like listening to this workshop, have a light breakfast, and head out to Yaba to give the lectures. Any other day, start to plan the day. Maybe architectural work, going to the workshop, that's my typical day. So I draw a lot daily. I'm like a footballer. So I'm juggling the ball, doing things with the ball. But my own football is cars. And again, I do a lot of research and a lot of reading.
He does a lot of research and reading.
Cars, on trains.
I mean, he like really is into cars. I mean, he said trains and stuff. He's probably into transportation, like my husband. Such a transportation person. But you could tell he's really into that stuff.
A lot of thinking, a lot of music. I can hardly design without music. I can hardly exist without music.
I mean, who really does all this stuff without music? Gotta love music. I love music.
I'm that kind of person that takes music and turns it into three-dimensional. Across senses like that. I take sound and cross it into.
There's an architect based in the U.S. I think based in New York or Detroit. It might have been Detroit, but he took music, like the music notes and the culmination of that, and how it looks when you look at it through, I guess, a beat maker or whatever. And he created a wallpaper from that, and I thought it was so cool. Oh, okay. So we're at the end of the episode. No, not the next one. Pause. Okay. So I am finished putting all of my seasonings together. Yay, me! And we've also come to the end of episode 3. I guess what I would take away from it is he really was in love with cars. Like the passion that he had for cars, just in general, was amazing. It was intense. It was um, breathtaking to see. And it really drove what he's doing now. And even though he's teaching and he works as an architect as well, he is, along with, you know, a team of other people who are assisting him, he is really looking to create something that Nigeria currently does not have. Um, Not to say that the other two designers didn't do that, but it's very specific. Like there is not a car for the people of Nigeria. He is going out to do something that has yet to be done. And that is to be commended. And you could see it. It's exactly what he's meant to do because he's so passionate about cars. Like watching him talk about cars was just like when you see somebody who is just in love with what they do, or even in love with another person, and you can just see it permeate off of them. That's what it was for me watching him talk about cars. And as much as I'm not into cars, I was pulled in by the idea that he was. So I really appreciate this episode. I thought it was really good. His artwork was amazing. Um, yeah, I'm down with it. So that prepares me for the next episode. I'll be back soon to give it to you again. I filled up all of my jars. We are now done. And now it is time to get this spice rack up and out of the way. Again, link in the bio if you want to get one of your own. And I will see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video before you go. Okay? Bye.